Hi everyone out there in YouTube land. I know it's been a while since I've made any videos, but I kind of wanted to get back into it, and I thought I'd show and talk about some comics that I've picked up this month, recently. And I'll start with Marvel Triple Action number 42, which is a reprint of Avengers number 50 from the Roy Thomas and John Buscema days, and logo on the cover, as you can see, I picked this one up at a antique store because I was in Morro Bay earlier this month, and they have the date stamp on there, which it doesn't really ruin the cover that much. I guess it's just a standard procedure for when they get shipments in or whatever. But yeah, it was a pretty good story. Basically, starts off with Hawkeye and Hank Pym. They're arguing or some little thing, and Jan or Wasp um, breaks up their argument because there are more important things to tend to, and what's interesting is that Hank Pym, he doesn't have, he's in his Giant Man costume, but he doesn't really have the power in this issue. He I guess he lost it for a while. But yeah, basically, they, they cross paths with Hercules, and they figure out they have a common enemy, which is Typhoon. So then they fight him and everything, and everything's good. And I thought it was also interesting how when Hercules goes back to Zeus, he says, "Part of me will always be an Avenger." I thought it was kind of cool. But yeah, pretty good story. Probably pick up more Marvel Triple Actions, since I'm getting into early Avengers stuff. Alright. Next is Scout number 5, which I had read some of Timothy Truman's Scout before, and I like his art style and writing, So I haven't read this one yet, but it should be pretty good. And all these ones I bought at a toy and comic show I went to last weekend, so I got a pretty good variety, pretty good selection, I think. And then next is Uncanny XMen number 273, which I had seen this cover before, and I hadn't read it, but I thought, well, it looks familiar, and I might as well pick it up. The whole Follow Me X-Men or Professor X dies. It's like, well, why not? It was only $1, so yeah. I mean, did get kind of faded here on the cover or whatever, but other than that, I'm not complaining. Alright, next is I gotta move it so you can see the holographic image. But yeah, Wolverine number 75, which this is part of the Fatal Attraction story arc from the 90s. And, I have this one as a black and white reprint that was part of Essential Wolverine Volume 4. But I wanted the color one, because of the holographic image. And then, just to have it in color. Because I have, the only issue I'm missing from the Fatal Attraction story arc is, I believe it's Excalibur number 71. But I'm going to get that one. And then I'll have all of them. And then yeah. But yeah. It's crazy. Crazy stuff on the cover. It has a wraparound as well, but I'm not going to show the other part. Okay, next is Spiderman 2099, number 2. And this one was pretty good. Basically, Miguel O'Hara starts off, and there's this guy named Aaron who, Miguel O'Hara's continuing to discover his powers, and, as his talons come out, which, that's what those are in his hand, and he's trying to prevent this guy Aaron from falling off, I guess it's like a roof, because he's holding on to the Aaron guy, and, he kind of Miguel loses his grip due to his powers, and then Aaron falls, and then, he walks away, and he meets up with this guy who is kind of like a follower of Thor, I guess. It's kind of a funny moment, I thought, how and they meet up and Miguel's trying to he needs to get around and the guy who looks like Thor, he's kind of like Thor's coming, repent and all that, and yeah, the guy has like the sky glider. I guess it's like a hang glider thing, and then Miguel rips it up, and then the Thor follower, he's not too bummed about it, and then there's this bounty hunter guy. I guess he's like a cyborg or something. Yeah, he's a cyborg bounty hunter named Venture, and basically he's going after Miguel. I guess because of the whole thing with Aaron, yeah, because he since he let Aaron fall, he gets accused of like murdering Aaron. So then they send this bounty hunter after him. The corporation, I think it's Private Eye or whatever, the corporation thing. Yeah. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. No. But yeah, should be good. Or it was good. I think it's something else. But anyway. Yeah, Daredevil, the Man Without Fear, #1. Which I don't really have much to say about. I've heard good things about this miniseries, and yeah, I've gotten to Daredevil recently, and yeah. And I also got #2. Yeah, you got Electro on the cover. And #4. Now I just need, I think it's number 3 and 5. Yeah, Kingpin and yeah, I think it's cool. It has the Daredevil part in the background, the red foil. It's kind of cool. And speaking of Daredevil, I also got #314, which is also the first appearance of Shock. I thought this one looked interesting. I haven't read it yet, but I'll get around to it. And then Rawhide Kid #4, which I also thought looked interesting. It's part of the, there was a 4-issue miniseries of Rawhide Kid. And basically, Rawhide Kid, it starts off as a Weird West kind of thing. Then it turns out Rawhide was having a dream because he read this magazine that had these skeleton cowboys going after him, and then he kind of, his understudy lets him know that, oh, you were dreaming, and then they go into town, and there's plenty of action and excitement. It's pretty good though. I'll probably pick up the rest of this miniseries if I can, because I got it for half off, even though it was $5. So I had a good deal on that. And then Spectacular Spiderman #38, yeah. Which I was curious. I'm just kind of, I haven't read this one yet, but I'm kind of curious to read the early Spectacular Spider-Man material. So I got this, which I also got for half off. So yeah, 50% off. So I had a good deal on that. And then I also got the Image, from the Image series, the Image comics series, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #9, aka Ninja Turtles Volume 3. And I hadn't read any Image Turtle stuff. I mean, I do have an issue of Body Count, but I wanted to read something that from the Volume 3 that Gary Carlson and Frank Fosco had worked on. And it's interesting because the art style is very reminiscent of Sin City, just the black and white aspect. Because I had looked through it a few times and it's like, oh, it's kind of like Sin City. So that, I know. And I've only read The Hard Goodbye of Sin City, I guess, graphic novels, but it kind of reminded me of that. So I guess they were. I guess the art, Fosco and whoever else. I believe it was his name. I guess they thought that art style looked cool and they kind of wanted to bring it back. I don't know. I don't know a lot about the Image series. I had read a little bit about it and I was curious to check it out. And I'm like, oh, cool. A volume 3 issue. I think I'll buy it. So, yeah. All right. I think that's it for now. I got a pretty good selection as I've showed. And, yeah. Any feedback or comments, let me know. It's been a while since I made a video, so I'm a little rusty. I'm kind of, but yeah, I kind of talk out of my mouth more than I need to. I kind of talk from both sides of my mouth, I guess, but that's all right. I'm somewhat aware of that, but thanks. See you next time.